I started singing, I think the first song that I ever sung was in church when I was like 6 years old. And my uncle later on got me to actually doing the demos on the songs that he had written. He's written songs for George Jones, Tammy Wynette, Lacey J. Dalton, some of the bigger performers. My teeth were chipped, broken all to pieces. They could not be repaired. The only solution was that they be pulled. I did not want to perform anymore at all because there was such a loss of confidence there. And I was constantly covering my mouth, either with my hand during the middle of a song. And my uncle was telling me, Sheila, you can't do that. And I'm saying, okay, I don't have it anymore. So it was like 2 years before I even picked up a microphone to sing again.
You know, I've always spoke at a lot of AA, NA, and CA meetings. I've always spoke on that. I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I was always speaking at different meetings. And I always love to speak to people that's trying to recover. I was ashamed to walk around without teeth. I didn't go out in the public very much. The only thing I went out in public for actually was to make my doctor's appointments. I wasn't dealing with the public, period. I just had this fear.
One day you have a smile, and the next day you don't. And walking around for a number of days without a smile, without any teeth, was pretty traumatic in itself. What I do for a living is I'm the safety director at a construction company. And what I do is training, which means I have to communicate with people. And if you can't open your mouth, it's real hard to communicate. You're embarrassed. You don't see your friends as much. You actually kind of close in and you do what you have to do. You don't want to go out in public. I found out that there's some pretty rotten dentures out there. With dentures, you have to be aware at all times, because you never can tell when they're going to come loose.
I've always hated dentures. You know, you sit down and you eat a hot meal, and you get up in the midst of your meal and you got to go to the bathroom and you got to re-glue.
It's like a hockey puck in the top of your mouth, and you can't taste.
We were in this particular concert one night, and it was in front of about 1,300 people. And the friend that I was singing with, he had top dentures, and he lost his dentures in midair. He caught them with his hand, and he never missed one note or anything. And it scared me to death because I was afraid that mine would also do the same thing.
But I didn't find any place I felt as comfortable as at the clinic. It was home. They gave me all the answers I needed to make a good, informed decision.
I'm really proud of these teeth, and I didn't go through a lot of pain while I was having this procedure done. It's the best procedure that I ever had done. I never thought something could be so simple and actually look so good. It really was a great experience for me.
They actually took pictures of my teeth before the wreck, and they were able to match them exactly. Just like looking at my mouth right now is looking at my mouth 30 years ago.
I would recommend them to anybody. I really would. I love them. They have worked miracles in my life.
It made just a total world of difference in my personal outlook about myself and how well I felt. I can go out now and eat whatever I want to eat. It's just made a world of difference as far as quality of life.
After my implants, I began to notice, and Uncle Monroe, he came to the house and he was saying, what a difference, what has happened? And I began to tell him, about the procedure that I had. And he noticed immediately, he said, okay, it's time to get you back out behind the microphone again. And I took the microphone and I went out there with more confidence, I think, than I ever had before.
When I came up out of that chair and he handed me that mirror, and I looked in that mirror and I smiled, I didn't want to stop smiling. It was great. It was wonderful. Nobody can give you a better set of teeth than this but God himself.